Have you ever wondered how a small nation like Qatar, with only around 3 million citizens, has managed to emerge as a major player in the global energy market? In the midst of the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, Qatar has positioned itself as a winner, securing long-term agreements with major customers like Germany and China. With vast natural gas reserves and a commitment to addressing global energy demands, Qatar has become a reliable provider of natural gas, positioning itself as a competitor to Russia. But how has Qatar managed to achieve this level of success? Stick around as we delve into Qatar's plan to checkmate Russia and end the Russia-Ukraine war, and the significant implications this has for the future of global energy supply. In the prior year, specifically on February 24th, Russia took an assertive action by invading Ukraine, heightened the ongoing border strife between the two nations. The war, which has now commemorated its first anniversary, has resulted in extensive and consequential impacts globally, including significant casualties suffered by Russia and Ukraine, and the involvement of several other nations in the conflict. The US is offering billions of dollars in loans to Ukraine, while various European Union nations are providing significant military aid to support their efforts. Considerable expenses and losses have been suffered by all parties involved as an outcome. Despite the turmoil that has ensued as a consequence of this dispute, one nation has been able to come out of it with minimal damage. That country is Qatar, whose energy minister has recently announced a major long-term agreement to supply natural gas to Germany. In addition, China's Sinopec has signed a $60 billion deal with Qatar's energy sector for the delivery of 2 million tons of liquefied natural gas on an annual basis. Given the basic significance of oil and gas to Qatar's economy, it isn't to be expected that they search out long-haul contracts for the conveyance of energy, especially given the momentum of excessive costs. Qatar is a Middle Eastern country blessed with vast natural gas reserves that have made the nation immensely wealthy, despite having only around 3 million citizens. Qatar's gas holds represent roughly 12% of the world's absolute petroleum gas savings, which is the third biggest on the planet and makes it one of the main three flammable gas trading countries close by the US and Australia. This achievement has been leveraged effectively by the small nation. Qatar's facilitating of the 2022 World Cup has carried it into the consideration of many individuals who were beforehand ignorant about it, as it was the biggest and most lavish World Cup ever. During a 30-day period, Qatar spent more than $200 billion, surpassing the previous record by over 12 times. This expenditure showcases the immense wealth Qatar has accumulated from its gas reserves. Furthermore, the ongoing Ukraine conflict has provided Qatar with an opportunity to increase its profits. Previously, Russia dominated the gas supply chain to Europe, supplying 40% of natural gas to European Union countries, with Germany being the largest importer. However, due to Russia's aggressive international policy and invasion of Ukraine, diplomatic relations with Europe were heavily affected. As of August 2022, Europe's natural gas imports from Russia had decreased to around 17% and continued to decline over time. Qatar has emerged as a winner from this conflict due to the reduction in Russia's dominance in the gas market. This situation poses a significant challenge as Europe requires a substantial amount of natural gas, yet is hesitant to support Russia's war efforts by purchasing their gas. Enter Qatar, positioning itself as the solution to Europe's gas problems while also reaping its significant benefits. Qatar has successfully positioned itself as a competitor to Russia and is winning over customers in China as well. Qatar's ample gas reserves, which are estimated to be 609.2 times its annual consumption, provide a substantial advantage over its competitors such as the US and Australia. This abundance of resources enables Qatar to sell gas for a more extended period and in larger quantities. In contrast, Australia's reserves are decreasing. Therefore, Qatar's dominance in the gas market appears to be secure for the foreseeable future. Despite its strong diplomatic relations, Qatar has emerged as a leading natural gas exporter, surpassing even countries like Russia, which may have larger gas reserves but face reputation issues. The country's prominence in the industry has been noted by energy experts, including Bin Cahill from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, who believe that everyone needs them now. Qatar has responded to this demand by increasing its natural gas production, including the North Field East project, the world's largest liquefied natural gas project in terms of capacity. This expansion is significant given that the North Field is already the world's largest non-associated offshore natural gas field. Qatar is constructing 4 large liquefied natural gas production lines, each with a capacity of 8 million tons per year, in addition to other gas-producing facilities natural gas liquids recovery, and helium extraction and refining facilities located in Ras Laffan Industrial City. By 2026, the product limit of this undertaking is set to increment by more than 33%. Its last creation yield is supposed to be around 1.4 million barrels of oil comparable each day, while likewise expanding the nation's melted petroleum gas creation limit from 77 million tons each year to 110 million tons each year. The country plans to build 2 additional terminals later in the decade, resulting in an overall increase of over 60% to 126 million tons per year. In addition to liquefied natural gas, the project will generate condensate, LPG, ethane, sulfur, and helium, all contributing to Qatar's profitability. In spite of endeavors to lessen ozone-depleting substance emanations, the nation accepts that the interest in melted petroleum gas will keep on developing, bringing about huge monetary benefits. Due to concerns about weather limitations for solar and wind energy, many elected officials and energy experts consider natural gas a crucial replacement for coal and a backup for renewable sources. Qatar has positioned itself as a reliable provider of natural gas to ensure consistency in the global energy supply. The nation's dedication to addressing global energy demands is exemplified by its own long-term alliances, such as the 27-year contract with China and the 15-year arrangement with German corporations, which are crucial to their strategic objectives. As countries like Germany seek alternatives to Russian gas, Qatar's expansion project and reliable supply make it an attractive option. While Qatar has faced scrutiny from European countries over labor and LGBTQ violations, the level of scrutiny pales in comparison to the crimes currently being committed by Russia. Consequently, European countries perceive Qatar as a safer option. Likewise, Qatar has gone into a drawn-out concurrence with China, worth $60 billion worth of 27 years, to send out 4 million tons of melted flammable gas every year, given a tied-down market to its gas before long. This contrast is significant as it is the longest liquefied natural gas supply contract signed to date, highlighting the importance of long-term, oil-indexed liquefied natural gas supply contracts for ensuring the security of supply for buyers and demand for suppliers. In line with Qatar's efforts to expand its infrastructure and build more refineries, long-term contracts have been secured to ensure a guaranteed market for their gas. This move not only bolsters their confidence, but also demonstrates that despite concerns about Qatar's relevance in the face of the world's shift towards renewable energy, the country's geopolitical importance has increased, especially as a stable gas supplier for Europe. This is especially huge when Europe is attempting to decrease its reliance on Russia, and different nations are expanding their petroleum gas utilization as a component of their decarbonization endeavors. In essence, Qatar's role in providing gas to China has increased significantly, with the country already supplying a quarter of China's gas needs, and with more deals being signed between the two nations. This makes Qatar a vital partner for China, as anything related to gas supply becomes a matter of China's concern. By aligning their interests, Qatar and China have formed an additional layer of security for Qatar's gas supply, ensuring the stability of the partnership beyond mere financial gains. This 27-year agreement provides Qatar with increased protection from its adversaries, particularly Iran, with whom Qatar shares one of the world's largest gas fields. While Qatar has traditionally relied on a U.S. military base in Doha for security, some U.S. lawmakers are growing concerned about foreign involvement, prompting Qatar to seek an additional safeguard against Iran, which it has found in China. Securing a major client and a geopolitical ally at the same time is always advantageous, offering both international relationship benefits and financial gains. City Gatherings projections show that the economy of Qatar is set to encounter a development pace of 4.4%, the quickest beginning around 2015. Moreover, the country's gross domestic product per capita, in spite of having a populace of under 3 million, is supposed to reach $77,000, a figure practically identical to that of Switzerland. Furthermore, by securing and solidifying various agreements, Qatar has successfully turned Russia's predicament into an opportunity for itself. It is unlikely that Russia will be able to regain its markets from Qatar, particularly in Europe, where the chances are slim. As a result, Qatar has found itself in an exceedingly desirable position, one that few nations would envy in 2023. Only time will reveal the potential wealth and prosperity that await Qatar in the future.